If this looks a little familiar, then you might be right. Yeah, we had an epic crash, and everything that we did last session is completely lost. If I see that happening again, I thought it stuck autosave on, but it doesn't seem to have. I think it's because I'd loaded the game before. I was in the XML, I was tweaking. You could sort of cheat. Yeah, I think. Yeah, not that I am. I hate cheating, but what I mean is you can go in the career save game and actually muck around with settings. So you could reset your time to 0. I don't know if it cross-references with any other further variables deeper in the game, but yeah, we're going to stick. Got to do this. Yeah, got to do it 15 minutes because it's volatile. It's not. It is doing it badly. So yeah, we're going to. We've got it saved for now, but that we're going to save. We're going to go through all that we did last session. I'm going to time lapse it because I don't want you to like have to. I want you to see what I'm doing, and if it does all of that weirdness that it started to do at that point, I'm going to hit save and yeah, we're going to come out of the game and go back in because it's the first time I've actually seen that doing it. Don't know what did it. We did the VMO thing again. These are all things that probably have been tested, but they're not tested on everybody's different sort of settings and all the rest of it. So yes, so I'm going to say my words. We're going to just rinse and repeat everything we did last time, and you can take it from there. Yeah, I'm also going to stick 100 grand in the telehandler next time. I'm going to adjust the career save game and add another 100 grand. That way, it's easier than all this other skullduggery, really, to play through the game files themselves. Right, so then I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Ah, I'm coming out the time lapse. I don't know if you all saw that. It's actually multiplied this. This is something that happened on FS22. Now, this never happened last time. We saw this on Bellingwold. Oh my god. Yeah, we might have to chop that tree down. Grab a chainsaw and chop it down because it's really, yeah, it's not the end of the world. So it's showing us being in it, but not only is it doing that, all of a sudden it's showing that this time we've got 149 tons of wheat and 188 tons of oats. Now, it didn't do that last time, interestingly, but this time it really is. So whether that's position of what we've just done, as in like they're feeding off each other, I don't really know. We're sort of almost identically sort of, yeah, so I don't know what that's about. Again, I don't know how to handle this type of thing because this is not me cheating. I'm putting things, trying to use the storage, but really I'm actually trying to use the space I've got. This is a glitch that used to happen from FS22, and like I saw in FS22 at the end, it literally does, yeah, so it multiplies things. I don't know how to handle it. We've not done anything. We've not done anything magic. We just put them down, and it's multiplied how much we've got in there. And yet, as we can see, if we step right next door, we've got 23 tons and 8. So I have no idea why that is reading that. That wouldn't surprise me if that doesn't make the game crash, really. Yeah, we might have to sell them and put them back. I'm going to lose money, so I'm going to have to inject the money back in. Anyway, time. Let's go back. Let's get this field done, get the bales out and all the rest of it. And we could set. Yes, this time we know the plough. Yeah, we need one of the big ones for the plough, really. So let's set this going. So the plough going on there. I know it's going to start in the middle, so we should pretty much get away with what we've got to do. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let's rinse and repeat of last session. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm a little bit annoyed because I lost a really good. Yeah, we got a really good deal on a chaser bin, and we haven't got that same deal this time in the sales. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. There is one as an Amity H 2825 now. Admittedly, ours was only a 30 tonner, and that's it. Just it still. I'm like glad that this has happened though. It's still random. This was completely different from August morning last time I did this, and I still haven't sent the baler back, which we're going to ask the store to take that back now. Wrong. Yeah, I'm getting a bit confused. Oh no, no, that was the right one. Yeah, I'm sort of. I think sometimes it's when you're a little bit mad though. You're not your normal self. So we're looking for a. That's one there. Yes. Look for the name. It's that I've got to be honest. For a new player, that's a bit confusing. Now that's I know like a lot of the names. I'm a bit of a geek like that. So to me, I can sort of follow that. I thought it was advisable. We can still go through. I'm gonna make sure that the field's done though with the canola, which it's not quite done yet. So I can't quite rush off just yet. Do we? Is there anything we need? Don't think there is. So what I'm going to do is we're going to jump inside of that. Yeah. And I'm going to go back into the time lapse, but I just wanted to share my thoughts with you. I am sort of impressed with the workers though. Apart from the stone picker, which seems an absolute, every driver in the stone picker is an absolute wally who cannot control that at all. So obviously that's not, it's not come over as a vehicle with a terrible amount of programming, whereas I've got to be honest, everything else, they are very methodical. Not only methodical, but they'll go over what they have missed, and they will finish the field, and the field will be finished. Now that's normal. We're all fully aware that we can set one going here, and it'll only do 2 rows, and it'll stop. And then another time you'll do it, and it'll finish almost all of the field. Only there's always going to be little bits that you need to do. Well, these workers are definitely better. So yeah. Say my words, I'm going to let this finish the field, and I will, yeah. So I'm going to say my words, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Hello and welcome. I've sort of stuffed this up a little bit because we were carrying on from the last session, but then I started this, and what I did was I added another 100,000 in for the telehandler down at the shop. And I thought, hang on a minute, you're going to start this, you're going to have all of your tractors crawling on your field, and then like people are going to see you've got 387 without explaining it. So yeah, this is going to like add on to the last session where we're just finishing off the canola field. But yeah, let me just. Ooh. It knows you cheated. It's corrected it. Even though it showed we'd got 387. Oh, and this is something that someone said about. You come back into the game and your workers are carrying on working. So that's quite amazing. It is. If you'd stopped your tractors, they'll stop. If you carry on with your tractors, they'll carry on. So that's quite amazing. So it's also like not well, it cheated itself with that trick with the. Let's just have a quick look at the production, see if that's corrected itself. Bakery, it's the grain mill, isn't it? That's showing. Oh my life, no, it's not. Yeah, or at least yeah, that's legit. I don't know what to say. It's not really much you can do. I don't know what the multiplication's about. Yeah, it really is annoying. Now, did I send that? I did. Finally sent the baler back. Yeah. So we're going to leave this trundling along. We just want this to finish the edge of the field. I am astounded by how good they are at that. That's one thing I'm going to say. They really are very good. Yeah, needs time, needs rolling, weed growing. Yeah, I'm a bit gutted though. As I said, we did lose a fantastic. Yeah, 30 ton. Let's have a look which one it would be. We have got a bit of time to like not to kill. That's not what I mean, but Yeah, it was one of the augers. It was a 30-tonner. It was no on that one. Thought it was blue though. It was. What did we get it for? It's this one. Single 850 single auger grain cart, the Demco. We got it for 30 odd grand, 26 even. So I'm a bit gutted about that because it would have been a right good sort of trailer stroke. Yeah, I mean, you tend to use them as trailers. So with us having such a tiny trailer, I thought, oh, that's a coup. But obviously, it was not meant to be. So we saw back. It may have been that if I'd have put the money in before the engine started, the engine would have started. I'm going to try that because obviously we're not trying to cheat. We're legitimately trying to buy a telehandler for, and it did on the loading screen, as you will have seen, it did sort of show that that was correct, but that's as far as it went. Now I'm not sure if these are too tall for going under this the other way. Yeah, if we can actually... I like this shed. It's got hidden... Yeah, the other thing is it's gone upstairs. Yeah, it has. Ooh, 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 we're not going to do that. Yeah, it has. So we ought to investigate. I've got a bit of time. I like this kind of shed with hidden... There was one of the red barn pack. It's one of the cheapest 500 animal cow places. And when it initially dropped, it did work. And then something... mod desk changed or something like that, and then it never worked after that. So there is an upstairs, but I don't know that we're supposed to get to it. Looking at it, yeah, because these lead to the, is it still? No, it's behaving this time. So you can actually come straight through. It's got hidden depths. This has, so surely there's got to be a way. That's the Massey. And that's the these little alcoves that obviously lead to that area. That one also leads to that veranda type thing. So I don't think there's a way for us to... Yeah, because literally, look up there. That's quite amazing. Looks like a little hidden room and stuff up there. That's quite amazing, but... sorry, I'm getting all excited, aren't I? I'm getting things... Oh, we have got a cultivator. I forgot about that. We could have cultivated instead of... So we sort of can get up there somehow. If we could get up there, if that makes any sense. Yeah, what I mean is it's up there. I'd like to actually use that. I don't know how on earth I would. It's just, yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a dangerous type building, isn't it, really? Yeah, I thought we'd sort of leave. We could actually, thinking about it, in that case, get the cultivator going on the last field, and I could actually get some work done myself. Yeah, we did say we're going to go into a time lapse, didn't we, and finish this off, so I can at least make a start, and then when the canola field has been finished, I can just let the worker crack on, and we can sort of crack on a little bit right up to the day of harvest with the, yeah, I'm a bit good about that, but I say it's testing within testing. Yeah. How big is this? Is that the size? It is, isn't it? There's no unfolding, that is it. Is it a shallow? Looks a shallow to me. Right, so that's the plough's cracking on with that. We're cracking on with this. Nola field shouldn't be too long, and that's the one that I'm really bothered about. The rest will just like crack on and let the worker crack on, I think. Or we'll just pull stones up though. Not that that's a problem, but I've got to be honest, workers are a bit rubbish. No, we're just going to, when we get that workers finished malarkey. Now, I would have thought this could have been pulled round a corner. Because its tires are just going to follow the direction you're going, with it being a shallow cultivator. But, yeah, if there are any farmers or people who know if that is wrong for a drag type like this that has a bit of, then please tell me, because I really do want to learn to be a good virtual farmer. I do. Very much so. That bit of land there then, so who does that belong to? Opposite us. This bit here. Is it part of field 6? We need to go to farmland, don't we? It is part of field 6, a massive, yeah. I mean, oh. Yeah, no, we do, we knew that. Well, there's a lot of trees in that area there that really are hours, and there's quite a lot of land up here as well. You could extend this field somewhat. It doesn't really matter that there's a bit of a sort of, well, there isn't really a proper track, so we could sort of do that. Right, it's just got the outside to do, and I think the Nolan field is just sitting there, but it is charging us. Why are you not doing anything? Why are you just sitting there after me? Oh, we need to be on. Right, what? Let's just see if we set you going again. Will you actually get some work done? I mean, it's sort of I was just saying how good they were at that exact thing, as in like you're working out what was still left to do on the field. So, but they do still glitch. I mean, yeah, I'm not. It's not all of a sudden become that the AI workers are really super intelligent, but they definitely have been well, it's that old 80s saying. When I did my computer studies in the 1980s, there was a saying, and it was GIGO, garbage in, garbage out, and it's true. From any, really, it's quite a good thing for life in general. It is true. If you only put RAML in, you're only going to get RAML out. If you put good programming in, you're going to get good results out. So, yeah, sorry, that was a sort of backhanded compliment, because it's sort of like saying Giants are rubbish programmers, which they're obviously not. No, but what I'm saying is, there's a lot of programming required to program behaviour, which is what we're talking about, and they've obviously tried to limit. You know, I think it was DJ Goham that was on about. Yeah, he was sort of saying a bit how erratic they are and how they can do 60-point turns to like, because he noticed that Giants are programmed to try to stay within the confines of the field as much as possible. They don't like going outside of it. That's what they're programmed to do, which means if they get stuck in a corner, they do a 60-point turn, which can take 10 minutes to, you know, get them out of that position. So, I mean, they don't always. I found them quite. But again, DJ was also on an early release, sort of where, I mean, there was an update on the very evening of release. I was surprised I actually got to download it before 12 AM. I literally had well, I've got this day off as well. I took 3 days off work because obviously this is a big part of my life, and I thought it was important enough to actually try to get cracking and to get some content done. But I was really nicely surprised that it's about 11:40, I think it was, that I just tried on the off chance to see if I could download, and it let me download, put my key in, download from Giants, and that's the one. That is the one, I think. Oh, it's not. That's the plough that's finished first. So we've still got a couple of minutes looking at that. It might miss the inner one. Yeah, it might, but I don't know. It'd be interesting to see, because we can see that wasn't straightforward. What it had got left to do was not, you know, like a straightforward thing for it to do. It's also got to like go inside, which means, I mean, they always could see what was left to do, but they chose. Obviously, the program didn't say, "Oi, get yourself off and finish the field." They'd just like, obviously program, and they'd see bits of a field, and if they finished that bit, they would down tools and go. Or if they ran into any kind of problem, or if they, well, I mean, they're still like that. I mean, but I've got to be honest, I said something a couple of months back, and it is true. Giants have obviously, you wouldn't want a rogue worker that went and started attacking the shed because his behaviour was aggressive. So they've got to sort of try to do it as passive as possible, so that, you know, like, they are a bit timid and that they don't bash into things too much. I mean, I know Courseplay of old, in the beginning of FS22, my life, there was some epic crashes. I mean, they just full pelt bang into one another, and you'd have a big tractor dragging a little tractor around the field until I intervened. Sort of why I've got eyes in the back of my head, because I'm always looking for what happens. It sort of puts you into that kind of thing where that's, you know, you're programmed yourself because of all of the hours you've had watching Courseplay, and it's mayhem. You know, literally, and you're the babysitter that's got to sort it out. So Yeah, it's quite amazing. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether that actually does manage. I might have to split this session even with the time lapses because I have chattered quite a bit. I keep breaking it up, but then again, it's not all about a time lapse. I keep saying that. I really don't want it to be one giant time lapse. So if I have to split the sessions, I will. But yeah, I'm a bit gutted about losing the 30 tonner. That was a real bargain, but it did prove a point. As I say, it's all about learning those rules in the game that Giants have done now, and yeah, it's still random like it was in FS22, which I'm glad. Yeah, and also it looks like it sort of auto-corrected my money, which means there's probably a second variable somewhere else that basically like calls back and says, no, he didn't have that much money, he really had this money. The loading screen, now that looked at my career save game. So you could cheat, you could say that your hours as well was, right, let's set this going now. Yeah, I know, let's leave you cracking on. And let's put you away straight away. Trying to be good, and let's have a look. Did you? Not quite. It's not bad though. It was just the extra bit. So we will go and sort that out. These are looking decidedly mucky, and we've not got any a water thing yet. So yeah, so I don't know what to fairly do about the fact that the system has cheated. I don't think this will go in here. I think the doors sort of like reduce the width a little bit to more like a 3. Yeah, it's amazing. I have got, yeah, obviously not got too bad an eye, whereas these will accept the 4 meter, including a massive harvester. Yeah, now on Hootown Panther I have gone out on a limb and done a completely different play style. But I do still think I'm right what I said earlier in the last session, where I think you need more money. I really seriously think you need more money. I don't think I think 100,000 new farmer start is something that, okay, it might start you like that, but like don't do it. Don't do it. It really does need you to like think, no, I need 500 grand. I keep hearing those wind chimes. It's lovely. Yeah, it is. I think you need more. So needs slime, needs rolling, weeds growing. Yeah, we expected all of that. I'm surprised. That is, it's amazing. In FS22, once I got the, oh, it wasn't the Anderson. I won't say Anderson, but it wasn't. It was the Hardy pack. Every single time you got the Hardy pack, literally you'd get that. Look at the seeds. Amazing. I think it's this bit here. On the inner bits, just, oh no, I don't actually. I think it's that bit, you can see it quite clearly. This bit here, where for some reason it didn't like the look of it. So let's do this. And I worked it out. The bar in front is the guide. I was going by the back seat a bit to begin with, but it's the front bar is the guide, and it's almost exact. There's not much either side. Now we all know, and it's probably got used to the fact that you sort of got half a meter either way in the old game. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's some doing a cracking job as well. So we've done field prep. We've not got the. I don't know whether I dare set the stone picker going. This has been a little cracker as well. Could stick this in the area because I think it's a bit of a waste of that. The big shed really ought to be. Imagine we're going to block. Yeah, we've sort of put the. There are other sheds as well. Yeah, I mean that's another thing. Obviously, sheds and prices and things like that. Right, smashing. So then, yeah, we'll leave that cracking on and let's auto save. Let's go. Yeah, I've got that on. I think I said that last time. Yeah, so every now and again we'll go in the menu and let that auto save. I just daren't risk, while it's volatile like now, I daren't risk losing the session. Right, just for the sake of me sticking auto save on, and I've done it again every single time, trying to gauge where the steps are. Let's just check that as well. Leave it on that. Yeah, that's a good price for Vermeer. It's 200 odd, but it's a really poor. You can't expect it to have 60% off all the time. But I mean, some of them have been cracking. You know, where you've got to like think, if I dare lose that. I think that's the first baler I've seen. It'd be nice to have it, but it really would cripple us. We've got way more important things to do. So let's go through till 9 a.m. And yeah, I think it's the earliest the field can be ready. Is tomorrow. No, it's not. It's October. Yeah, so we're going to go through. There's nothing. Trying to think. Selling. Yeah, I think it's no. We said it's November, December. So we're well short of that. I do like that. The shadow effect. That's really very. So our property income almost paid for our maintenance. That's not bad. Right. So then let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ooh. We have a Homer header, 2.7 meter, with an awful lot off. Going ahead, that wouldn't be a bad move, really, but we're going into sugar as well as oils. That's a 7.6. That's a very good price. It is a very good price, but we've already got a header that works perfectly well for ours, and I don't think we'll be like losing that anytime soon. So we can't possibly. We've done our feed of canola. We will have weeds. Are we going to plant? I think we're going to do oats in the other fields, and I'm hoping we. I was thinking about doing a rice field, which is in April. So one of those would be for oats, and one would be. So the weeds are here. We know that, but they're not going anywhere. We could literally grab a weeder if we don't buy one in the interim, and we could literally grab that. We could, I suppose, really set the stone picker going. I'm loath to use the John Deere because it was. I'm not blaming it, but it's typical. You get these like feelings where you think, was it the John Deere because it went wrong with John Deere? But I don't have anything at all to do with that. We could sort of set the stone picker going because it does take an absolute age. I think it's terrible, like, really. But it could. We also, yeah, I want to dump the stones in a pile, not to be messy, but we will grab them because I'd like to keep them for the cement. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can in time. That was always my dream because this map's got that special, the stones coming in. But I'd imagine I should really be getting that stone every single day. But I think we should investigate that. But on probably deeper in the winter, when there's something where there's a job happening, like stones or something like that, where we've got to finish the field, or even the beginning of the year, we could investigate. Because we don't really want to lose. If we've got to grab it, but again, we've only got an 8-tonner, so right, let's set this going. Fantastic. Yeah, it is. I've got to be honest. It's not very. Yeah, I think the L hose a bit awful, really. So let's have a look on the map and see how are we looking. Dead weeds, we know. Yeah, it's looking the dark green stage. Light green stage for the canola. We know it's got weeds. We know it needs rolling and all of that malarkey, but we've just not got a roller on. I can't justify it. It looks, when you consider, it looks like I've got a lot of cash, but that's frittering away with every piece of equipment we buy, every production that we buy. I could spend that on one proper production, one big one, and we haven't got enough for it. So, yeah, it looks good, but really it isn't. So. We did check the sales. We did some really crackers, but I just don't think they're for us. So 9 o'clock should see a time for us to harvest. I would ask the shop to deliver, but unfortunately that's not going to work. Yeah, on Hootan Pantai we've also got a nice trailer for dragging the stuff from the shop, which is quite nice. Right, property income actually paid more than the maintenance. That's quite good. Wow, loads of headers. A manure spreader with a 12-meter spread, 16.5 cubic meters. A New Holland. Oh, it has got a draper. That's a massive one, isn't it? Oh, wow. We can get a draper. Why? Why do we pay more? Why do we pay more in the US? We would need a monster for that. I mean, are we ever going to get to that? I think we're going to stick. I'm going to kick myself. I know, I didn't realize there were any drapers in the game. And that's a monster. We'd need a monster. So I'm going to say no, unfortunately. But we should see that our is now golden and ready to harvest. Yes, it is. All right, smashing. So we do need to sort that out. So we need to grab a header and can we use our header trader? I would imagine we probably could, because I don't think we're going to manage with anything else, really. This is probably the slowest track, but really everybody's sort of like everybody. Where is the challenger? Where did I put the challenger? Where did I put the challenger? Ah, around there. Nope. Ah, you've got it on the right screen as well, haven't you? Some of them allow you to click on it, and some of them don't. And also heighten that, which always used to be a little bit like that. Yeah, so this is, I think this is a fast one. So we, yeah, I think we'll just, I don't think that's going to be big enough. I don't know, we're not going big, are we? For sunflowers. I wish it was, yeah, the additional straw mod was active right now. This would be a fantastic wood. Yeah, we'll grab a little. I'm hoping you can use a header trade. I would have thought header traders were programmed to just be header traders. And yeah, I would like to do vegetables as well. But again, most important of all is our original business, which is the oil and now bakery. So you've got to work with your businesses, because the bakery especially, you can use so many different types of grain. You could like do half a field of yeah, because they only churn through a little bit, so it's probably better to do a little bit of a lot. Yeah, that's not good. See that? I didn't really think that very well. Let's just pull that forward so that it make it easy. Yeah, and we will grab. Yeah, I mean, so it's really a bit of a struggle, because especially for that field, it really is going to be quite a monster. At least I'm thinking about headers. Last time in FS22 I did a sunflower field. I didn't even try to do it with a normal header. Yeah, quality that I am. The amount of times I've done that. It's just that go, 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 go that I get. I just like literally get cracking. Yeah, we're not going to do the sunflower harvest, because that in itself is a job. You know, that's in like it's a biggie. We're just going to go grab header. I think it's been quite a long session, whether we split it or whether we don't. So yeah, so that's solar panels. I think it's, yeah, the solar panels, 2 or 3 of them. I think that's what's bringing out was our tiny income. It is. So it's nice though. I've got to be honest, going forwards, a lot of farmers in Britain tend to have little wind turbines that really do produce quite a lot of energy. So I do really think the ones like the Norks and ones maybe not quite as good as that. The Omatana one with all the solar, that was good. About 20 grand a month. I think that's really a good high point to be in without going for the 750,000 one that says it was 68,000 when very rarely does. I haven't seen it do that yet at all. And we've got that Bhutan Pantai. That's our passive income. We pretty much did that and bought a piece of land and that was it. It's a, I'd say I've gone out on a limb on that one. I don't know whether it's a bit different to what I would normally do. Oh, there is a bit of haze. Yeah, it's the first time I've seen it, but it's believable because it's over water, so that you'd expect to see. Yeah, so we're going to go for the 5.7 metre. Woodpeckers. You're going to go for the 5.7 metre header if it's in the game. I would have thought it would be a definite that would, and we could duet. Oh, this hasn't got a front wheel. Actually, no, it hasn't. It's true. We'll grab it one time. It's not going to. We haven't got any grass at the minute, but I thought the duet, especially the duo. Not sure. So then we want a header. Yeah, this is sort of good, but also a little bit strange because it's sort of got the seeds at the end of seeds. You'd think fertilizer. Well, actually, yeah, that has consumables. That's not bad. But then there's no. Actually, they have done it right. Yeah, I was like saying, but they have got the consumables for each of the categories in the right place. I like that. So I apologise, Giants. When I said that you didn't, you actually did. That's spot on how you'd expect it to be. Really, I do like that new one that does grapes and olives together. That is quite special. It is. Yeah, there's a lot here that I haven't actually properly looked at. Grape trailers yet, right? And also the rice planter, because I believe this is not terribly expensive. 25,000. Well, it's not. Yeah, for a cedar, it's not terribly. I thought it was a bit cheaper than that, but hey, yeah, this is Mr. Cheapskate. Start from scratch who wants everything for like 10,000. I do know my own weaknesses, it is true. Right, so headers, I do believe we saw that somewhere. And we want, it is a grain header. Well, it used to be classed as a grain header. It could be in special ones now, for all I know. It used to be in this. So I would have thought it was a special header. 12.3. And windrows that can be threshed, those are created with a windrower. Oh my life, have we not got a little sunflower header? Is that it? I would imagine that's too powerful for us. Although they aren't. Yeah. Oh, surely is that it? Oh, we definitely won't be taking that on a. Yeah, these really are cool. And although we know we could do it. Oh my life. Yeah. Oh. That's put the cat amongst the pigeons, really. It has. So we either go for a small corn header or risk it with the Geringhoff. I don't know how on earth we're going to stick that design code. Let's do we lease it for oh my life 6,000. Okay, that's a bit of a risk. It is, and yeah, we really I don't know how we would get that on except for having this is what I'm saying. There's a few things where you really would need something like the I don't know that that's going to go on there anyway. Right, okay, I'm going to grab the harvester. I'm not going to waste your time though with this because it's going to take too long. It is, so let's. Have we already finished? No. Yeah, now these are. I would be interested to see what kind of stones are left because they are usually terrible. Let's have a look. Yeah, we want to look for stones and see how. Oh, okay. Well, actually, I've got to give you do that for once. Without anything else on the field, you've actually done well. That's quite amazing. Right, so I shall see you in a few minutes when I've brought the monster down. So I don't want this session to be any longer, but I would like to grab that header, so I'll see you shortly. Right, okay, we're down here. I know you will guess, but I don't like doing it on camera. It's not really not a duet. No, is it duet or duo? But it's that bigger than it used to be. I'm not sure this is going to work. Well, really, what we ought to do is the test. Which, right, okay, being as that work is done, and he did such a cracking job, or she did such a cracking job, let's actually set them going on our other fields. Wow, that is amazing. Okay. Brilliant. So that's another 850 piece of stone to go, and they have done a very good job. So we need to grab the cultivator off, set this going on that field once we've tipped the stones, and then I'm going to grab the harvester and we're going to bring that back home. But we're going to do the test first. If your harvester will switch on and put its header down and move forwards, it will work. It doesn't mean to say it'll be perfect, but also the other thing is they tend to be lighter headers than corner heavy. Yeah, you can get a corn header that really will not work. So let's grab this quickly. And I'll set this going. It should pretty much be about the same amount of stone on this one as on that one, really. But I couldn't see the colour of the stone, so I might be wrong. With that, this actually did a good job of that. I wonder if sometimes it's how good, because we used the big tractor on. Yeah, we did, which has obviously not got as good a turning circle as a little. Now, this is something I noticed in FS22 was the fact that it does affect things. Yeah, the turning circles, the workers do use the proper turning circles of the vehicles. It's not made up. So if it's a good vehicle with a good, I mean, to be honest, there were some vehicles that were too good at turning, and it actually foxed the workers, and they couldn't use them. This is very long. Very, very long. So this perhaps isn't a bad one for being in there, really. Because we ought to stick the windrow away as well. This sort of should be the drag through bit where you might be able to get 2 or maybe 4 if you're lucky. Do 2 from each side without wasting the capability of the shed, and also without double stacking where it gets in the way. So then let's go back to the shop and see. No, it's over the river. Yeah, I'm trying to not like extend the. Yeah, so we should, if we unfold first, because it'll moan at us otherwise. It may be a bit of a stretch, but I really didn't want anything this big. You switch it on, put it down, and you can move. It'll work. As a rule of thumb, that is the rule of thumb that actually does work. Now we should sort of be able to craftily do that if we're in the right place. If not, yeah, I think it's got the lock. Right, let's send this back by the road. Actually, I have an idea. Right, okay, yes, I like my thinking. That might actually work, because this, you can see though it has adjusted and it only is at the end. Actually, I don't think it's going to work for a harvester. It has its point very, very deep inside, so that would be, it'd be grating against the harvester. So let's do this. We'll take this ourselves. I'm going to say my goodbyes though. I know I can't reset this because there's no way for me to reset anything except back to the store, so it works only one way. So yeah. Also, fuel as we're passing. Oh, do we dare, whilst we're this close, repair this? I'm expecting this to be 10-odd thousand. Although it's also based upon the price of the conversion. Yeah, it's also based upon the price of the vehicle. I think it's near the first barrel. This is where switching off the thing is a bit daring. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. We do indeed, definitely. Again, it's also based upon the value, so I was right. That just sort of showed that for once I was actually not talking nonsense. Yeah, if it was a 500 or a 750 grand vehicle, that would have been an awful lot more. So let's set this home, and then next session we'll get on with something else. Let's just save the game. Yeah, I hate it. I go a bit paranoid, I know, because when you've worked for like about an hour and then it like just goes bang, it's so annoying. Right, so we want to set him going back to the farm. Now it's weird as well. The other thing is, oh yeah, we need to actually select the vehicle first, don't we? Because we're in it. You have to like click on it again. Set destination. It seems to like. I think yeah. Let's just try in there. Yeah, that's okay. And then we'll pop back in you. we are going to grab this. So I'm going to say my goodbyes. I think this should work because it's not, if this was the harvester it would be scrunching, but this should just about work if I don't overturn to, ooh, need to repair, somebody's calling, and we need a bit of fuel, so I'll do this on camera. So it's actually closer to the, that here, yeah. Shouldn't do it now. Right, so I'm going to say my goodbyes. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to get some fuel. I'll let you see that. And now I'm literally, I'm still scrunching a bit. Right, over to this gentleman there. It's a young man that's got many years left in him. Right. Hang on. Oh yeah, no, it's the trailer's got a tiny bit of damage. Right, I'm going to say my goodbyes. This will be back over at the field, and next session we are going to do some sunflowers. So I'm going to say my words. You know, I get me wires crossed sometimes. Yeah, I was going to do me see you guys and gals on the other side. But no, thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.